Make sure to get my good side, please.
Okay, so how did it all start?
Well, it all started about 27 years ago. My parents met at a bar. I think it was called O'Gara.
No, I mean, how did you become a spy?
Oh, that, of course. Well, I had grown up watching Tom Cruise movies, and he was really impressive to me, kind of an icon. I still really look up to him now, and so I wanted to train in the art of espionage. And so I began training on my own, trying to learn what I could, but that only took me so far. So then I went to spy school after I graduated high school, and that's when I met Fairfield. He was the headmaster, and he took me under his wing as I was clearly more gifted than all of the other students there.
Well, let's reel it back a little bit. How did you hear about spy school, and what was your dream university?
Well, funny story actually. I really wanted to go to WSOS, Washington School of Spies, but apparently I accidentally applied for the WSS, the Woodbury Spy School. I think it was my advisor just messed everything up.
So we actually looked into WSOS and couldn't find any traces of it. Essentially, it seems like it just doesn't exist.
Well, that's what they would want you to think. It's obvious.
Whatever you say, Agent Cruz. Let's talk about your first semester at WSS.
My first semester, those were the good old days. I was beginning my climb up the social media ladder to fame, and that was quite the ride. I originally thought that I was following in the footsteps of my idol, Tom Cruise. He's also extremely TikTok famous, for those of you who don't know.
You mean the deep fake Tom Cruise account?
Deep fake? Excuse me? He probably just wanted you to think that.
Well, we looked into the TikTok.
Back to me, okay? I was falling behind in my studies because I was putting the time and dedication required into my personal brand, which was myself, of course. I was doing just fine, building my platform, getting about 5 to 7 comments per video, which I'm sure you don't know, but that means I'm getting excellent engagement. I was well on my way to getting verified as an influencer. After I noticed all the traction that I was getting, I asked my roommate if he would be willing to help document my lifestyle and my journey. He was super pumped about it.
You said that? You said I was pumped about it?
All right, man, here, just take the camera. You got one job, make me look good. What's up, guys? Here with Tom Cruise. Everything was going great. The fame, I was climbing, I was engaging with all of my audience until Chad Norris.
Chad Norris?
Only the worst human being on the planet ever.
We can get to Chad later. Let's keep the focus on your first semester for right now.
Yeah, excellent. The less we talk about Chad, the better. He doesn't deserve attention.
So, it sounds like you weren't super serious about the spy aspect of school in the beginning. What made you want to start taking it more seriously?
Yeah, it wasn't really necessarily my decision. The Fairfield convinced me of my talent early on, and it didn't take much convincing, but I realized that I wanted to pour my efforts into being a spy.
So, what exactly happened in that meeting?
Well, basically, Fairfield told me that I was too talented to waste my efforts on social media and vanity, and to focus on learning the fundamentals of being a spy. So I trained, and I vlogged, of course, but I mean, he never said I couldn't vlog, so 2 for 1.
And how did training go for you?
Training was going fine. The only thing was I wasn't really seeing results as quickly as I would have liked to, and I really don't know why. I was getting into the normal routine of things, and that's when I noticed the follower count starting to decrease.
So logically, he started beefing with Chad on TikTok. Kyle always said it's like the news, conflict sells.
Chad was stealing all my fans, and I couldn't let that happen, you know?
Kyle always talks about how Chad filmed his mission, but sometimes I think he forgets that he did the exact same thing for his final mission in Lockpicking 214.
Your roommate told us about you doing something similar for your lockpicking final. What can you tell us about
Well,
that?
thinks that he knew everything that happened, but no one specified that I couldn't use my phone. Anyways, they accused me of cheating. I had to go in front of a board. It was an entire ordeal. It was really bad for my stress, which gave me some acne. Just horrible, an absolute crime. How else was I supposed to let them know that I actually took the test if I didn't have my phone?
He was literally YouTubing how to lockpick.
Yeah, I filmed the mission, but so did he. Yo, what's crack-a-lackin', my dudes? It's your boy Chad Norris at it again. Another super successful mission in North Korea. Can't talk about it, too classified. Killed it. It was the bomb. Pun intended. Way too cool. I just got away with it because I'm Fairfield's favorite and obviously the better spy.
So, what you're telling us is that you also filmed a mission?
I mean, allegedly. And even if it had happened, it would have been only one time, and I had to keep the fans updated. So what else was I supposed to do?
And how did that affect your position as an up and coming spy?
Well, after failing the final and seeing how Chad was portraying himself on TikTok, I really just had I had an epiphany, and I realized that spies use disguises really in the similar ways that social media influencers use disguises. And it really just hit me. I decided to take a well-needed social media fast and invest that time into just becoming a better spy.
I was glad Kyle finally decided to get off social media and take a spy career more seriously, but more importantly, I was glad to be done shooting that stupid Uprising documentary.
All that hard work really paid off, and I got recruited right out of college by
That's wonderful to hear. So, you're completely off social media now?
Yes, and while working with it was a big struggle because people were recognizing me left and right from my fame, and can't have that happening.
He literally got recognized one time at a Starbucks, and I'm pretty sure it was his cousin.
I just couldn't get missions done, and people were begging me to come back to the platform.
The only person that was begging him to get back on social media was his mom, and I'm pretty sure it's just because she wanted to know what was going on in his life.
Yes, begging. And unlike Chad, I was able to resist the temptation of social media and its pull, and I just focused on my career.
I'm actually in between agencies right now. I can't commit to one because I'm obviously too good. But for now, I'm here undercover at WSS. It's obviously a high up position. The headmaster assigned it to me himself.
Do you still follow Kyle on social media?
No, of course not.
So, what have you been up to since WSS?
Well, that's classified.